Most of us use new technology in our lives every day. Smartphones, texting, music, and tablets. But what about seniors? We think that the technology we have already can be used to help seniors with problems they face every day. We interviewed Mrs. Laverne Macy and learned about challenges she faces as a 91-year-old living on her own, and then discussed senior issues with Dr. Elise Alberton McDonald, former medical director of Good Samaritan Retirement Home. We put our thinking caps on and have invented the
MyCane! It's a MyCane, it's a MyCane, it's all you need today. It wakes me up with a cheerful ring, reminding me of everything. Meetings, medicine, and much more. It keeps me safe all day. Cooking, calling, knocking my door. It's a MyCane, it's a MyCane, it's all you need today. Hey!
Let's look at the amazing life changes our senior citizen friends have experienced. Leo had trouble reading.
Reading is so frustrating, even with my glasses. The newspaper print is much too small. I have difficulty reading my mail. I used to enjoy reading books. Cooking is such a chore now because I can't read the recipes.
Let's see how the MyCane is changing Leo's life.
The MyCane is amazing. Now with the MyCane's scanner and reader function, I can read my mail perfectly, enjoy novels, and create exact meals. Being able to read has given me new freedom.
We learned from Dr. Alberton McDonald that senior citizens face long and painful recovery times after dangerous falls.
Last year, I tripped on a stool and seriously injured my back. After waiting for 2 hours for help to arrive, I finally was seen by a doctor. I spent several months recovering, unable to walk my dog or live independently. But now, thanks to the MyCane's detector, I'm alerted when I'm close to objects I might trip over. If I do fall, the MyCane's pressure sensor will notice my fall and ask me if I'm okay. If I don't respond quickly, it will call 911 for me. With the Cane's GPS, emergency responders will be able to find me quickly. The MyCane has alleviated my fears.
We passed out MyCanes to folks at the senior center just last week. Let's find out how they liked them.
Last month, I dropped my keys. With my arthritis, it was hard to pick them up. Then, because my vision is just not what it used to be, I couldn't find the keyhole. I ended up asking a neighbor to open my door for me. I was lucky someone was home close by. Now, with the MyCane, I simply approach my door and the remote key sensor is activated and the door unlocks automatically. No more fumbling for my keys or struggling to find the lock. And if I do drop something, I can press a button to utilize the MyClaw function. I can pick things up with this feature without even bending over. The MyCane is just making life simpler for me.
Mrs. Macy shared with us that her memory just isn't what it used to be. So the MyCane has a built-in reminder system.
Oh dear, I've had a frustrating day. My memory just isn't what it used to be. I was making tea in the morning and I forgot to turn off the stove. Luckily, my daughter came over and noticed it was still on. I could have burnt myself or started a fire. Then, I forgot to take my pill at 10 o'clock and I got all off schedule. Then, later in the afternoon, one of my friends called to see if I was okay. You see, she had been expecting me to come over and play bridge. Now I'll have to wait a whole week to play my favorite game. If only I had a way to remember better.
Oh, with the MyCane's voice-activated reminder function, Anna won't have to worry about trying to remember everything. Let's look into the future and see how helpful it will be.
MyCane, remind me to turn off the stove in 5 minutes.
Do you want me to remind you to turn off the stove in 5 minutes?
Yes, please.
Okay, I will remind you to turn off the stove in 5 minutes. Also, don't forget, it is time to take your 10 o'clock pill. Simply say okay and the dispenser will open.
My, what a wonderful invention this is. I can take my medicine on time, feel safe in the kitchen, and never miss a bridge game. It's a MyCane, it's a MyCane, it's all you need today. Hey!
Good job.
Yeah.
And we also have some brochures too.
Would you like one?
Thank you. Thank you. How did you guys decide on this problem and this innovation?
Yes.
So we came up with it by talking to Mrs. Laverne Macy, and she is a 90-year-old, and so we talked about some issues with her. And then we talked with Dr. Liz Albritton McDonald, former medical director of Good Samaritan Retirement Home, and discussed senior issues with her. And then we decided that all these things that could help seniors could be combined in a cane, which is overall very helpful for seniors.
So I see here functions of the MyCane, voice activated for all functions, GPS, a call sensor, so that if the cane is horizontal.
Yeah, it's more like a pressure sensor, so like when they kind of trip but don't fall and press on the MyCane, it will sense it and ask if you are okay.
A reminder system. What's the MyClaw?
The MyClaw kind of comes out of the cane and it kind of grabs things that you want it to grab.
And what's the bottom one, the area of the charger?
Metal.
So, it's kind of hard for seniors to like plug stuff in to charge things. So like for the MyCane, we were thinking it could be like an area returner. So it's like a rug, except for when you set the MyCane down on it, it charges it by
Charges.
itself. And so that's kind of like a power mat thing.
Now, how'd you decide what features you were going to incorporate into this? You thought about those?
Retract.
Well, we looked at all the problems and we each came up with a solution for each one of them.
You say the problems, where'd you get the problems from?
Well,
Press the
Yeah.
cane.
we got the problems from talking with Dr. Liz and Mrs. Albritton.
Okay, so you tried to come up with a solution for each? Cool. How'd you find your solution?
Well, kind of what we did was we decided that if we did all these things, because a lot of this technology is already out there, but if we put it in an everyday object like a cane, for example, then because it's, as you can see there, it's already like out there. Because if they could put something into it as small as the iPhone might be, then they could probably put this technology into it.
Just further integrate.
Is there already something similar out there? Have you done any research to see interactive canes or canes that have this ability?
A little bit, not a whole lot, but as far as we know, there isn't any that uses or does everything that the MyCane can.
Any other questions from me?
No.
Yeah, I think we're very close.
Okay.
Yeah.